Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge in West Virginia. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, ziplining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, welcome to a special edition of Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town. From the river to the ocean, it goes the whole world round. That spring of water goes the whole world round. There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song.
Welcome to a Mountain Stage special featuring some gems from our archives. Today, we'll look back 30 years to 1990, and there were plenty of great performances on Mountain Stage that year. We'll start with English singer-songwriter Richard Thompson, who's known not only for his powerful and very evocative songwriting, but also for his outstanding and unique guitar style, both of which are on display during this set. Starting with his classic 1952 Vincent Black Lightning, Richard Thompson.
This next song is about the golden age of British motorcycles. Anyone ride a motorcycle in the audience? You have a Norton? You liar. You lie. You couldn't afford one. This song's about a Vincent. You haven't got a Vincent, have you? I didn't think so. Said Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Oh, girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you at the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. And it pulled around behind and down to Box Hill they did a ride. Said James to Red Molly, there's a ring for your right hand, but I tell you in earnest I'm a dangerous man. For I fought with the law since I was 17. I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. But now I'm 21 years, I might make 22, and I don't mind dying but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said, come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McCrae, for they've taken a young James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But I smiled to see her cry. He said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Nortons and Indians and Greaveses won't do, for they don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. Oh, he reached for her hand and he gave her the keys. Said, I've got no further use for these. I see angels and aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to ride.
Thank you.
And the dog began to see his face, and the dog began reaching. He hides like a child. He hides like a child. Keeps his finger on the trigger. Oh, I can't stand the day. Shoot out the lights. Shoot out the lights. Keep the blind down on the window. Keep the pain on the inside. There's a what's in the dark. There's a what's in the dark. And he might laugh, but you won't see him as it thunders through the night. Shoot out the light. Shoot out the light. In the darkness the shadows move. In the darkness the game is real. Real as a gun. Real as a gun. much as the lights of the city, and it moves through the night. Shoot out the lights, shoot out the light, shoot out the light, shoot out the light. Thank you. How many boys, one night stands, how many lips, how many hands have held you like I'm holding you tonight? Too many nights staying up late, too much powder and too much pain till you're cotton tied from the turning of the tide. Did they run their fingers up and down your shabby dress? Did they find some tender moment there in your caress? The boys all said you look so fine, you don't come back for a second time, or you're cotton tied from the turning of the tide. Poor little sailor boy, never set eyes on a woman before. Did you tell you that he'd love you, darling, forevermore? Pretty little shoes, cheap perfume, creaking bed in the hotel room, where you're cotton tied from the turning of the tide. Shabby dress. Did they find some tender moment there in your caress? The boys all said you look so fine, but don't come back for a second time, when you're cotton tied from the turning of the tide. Thank you very much. Thank you, wrestling fans. Oh, I'm sorry, music fans. This is a quick song before the big hook comes out about money and why we haven't got any. Pharaoh he sits in his tower of steel. The dogs of money are at his heel. magicians cry, oh, truth or real. We're all working for the Pharaoh. 1,000 eyes, 1,000 ears. He feeds us all, he feeds our fears. Don't stir in your sleep, my dears. We're all working for the Pharaoh. It's Egypt land, Egypt land. We're all living in Egypt land. Tell me, brother, don't you understand? We're all working for the Pharaoh. Hidden from the eye of chance, the men of shadow dance a dance, and we're all struck into a trance. We're all working for the Pharaoh. The idols are rising to the sky, pyramids soar, sphinxes lie, head of dark Osiris eye. We're all working for the Pharaoh. And it's Egypt land, Egypt land. We're all living in Egypt land. Oh, tell me, brother, don't you understand? We're all working for the Pharaoh. I dig a ditch, I shape a stone, another battlement for his throne. Another day on earth is flown. We're all working for the Pharaoh. Oh, you call it England, you call it Spain. Egypt rules with a whip and chain. Moses, free my people again. We're all working for the Pharaoh. It's Egypt land, Egypt land. We're all living in Egypt land. Oh, tell me, brother, don't you understand? We're all working for the Pharaoh. Pharaoh, he sits in his tower of steel. Around his feet the princes kneel. Far beneath we shoulder the wheel. We're all working for the Pharaoh. Thanks very much. I'll finish off with a quick song about shopping. It's very important to all of us, I'm sure. Oh, Valerie, you give me a heart attack. Oh, Valerie, you put me on the rack. You say that I'm history, you say I'm no good. Then you wanna be two babes in the wood. That's what I call playing to the gallery. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Oh, Valerie, she got a scar down here, Valerie. She got gold in her ear, a figure like this, lips like that, red fingernails, teeth like a cat. She never gets home till 5 or 4 or 3. Well, I'm trash. Pile of fur, plastic shoes, 57 things she's never gonna use. Never, never, never gonna use a Valerie. A Valerie. Valerie. Valerie, you're gonna choke or drown, Valerie. Why don't you put that down? If you don't get over this eating jack, you're gonna take you home in a body bag. I can't stand to see one more calorie. Well, I'm wait for Valerie. Every time I turn my back, she's round the corner looking for a crack. It's gonna be the ruin of me. I'm running out of energy, running out of energy. Oh, Valerie, she want to move out of town, Valerie. She want the money down, she want leopard skin this, tiger skin that, matching luggage, lipstick, hat. I can't afford her on my salary. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Well, Valerie.
Richard Thompson with Turning of the Tide, Shoot Out the Lights, We're All Working for the Pharaoh, Valerie, and 1952, Vincent Black Lightning. From his initial work with Fairport Convention in the 60s, to his duets with his then-wife Linda in the 70s, to his stellar solo career that's still going today, Richard Thompson is one of the world's most respected singer-songwriters. You're listening to a special edition of Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia.
Support for this podcast is provided by the West Virginia Tourism Office. There are places you visit and places you behold. You'll find natural wonders and endless experiences in the Mountain State, West Virginia, a place that's almost heaven. More information at wvtourism.com.
This next set features 4 singer-songwriters, 2 urban Americans, 1 from the American South, and 1 country folk singing Canadian. Starting the set, it's the patriarch of the first family of contemporary folk music, Loudon Wainwright III, with a song about father-son relationships. Then comes the Canadian, Sylvia Tyson, who stepped into the spotlight in the 60s as half of the very popular folk duo Ian and Sylvia. She and her band perform The Night the Chinese Restaurant Burned Down. After Sylvia, one of the most successful songwriters of the 60s and 70s, Laura Nyro, whose songs were covered by the Fifth Dimension, Peter, Paul and Mary, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Barbra Streisand, and others. She sings And When I Die, and the set closes with one of the great personalities ever to have performed on Mountain Stage, Victoria Williams, singing her fantastic character sketch, T.C.
Larry mentioned my son Rufus, who was here last year singing with his mom and his aunt, Kate and Anna McGarrigle. Today is Rufus's birthday, July 22nd. So this goes out to Rufus. He's 17. Also, it's Rose Kennedy's birthday. She's 100. Turn up the hearing aid, Rose. This one's for you, babe. When I was your age, I was just like you, and just look at me now, I'm sure you do. But your grandfather was just as bad, and you should have heard him trash his dad. Life's no picnic, that's a given. My mom's mom died when my mom was 7. My mom's father was a tragic guy, but he was so distant that nobody knows why. Now your mother's family, you know them. Each and every one a gem. Each and every one a gem. When I was your age, I was a mess. On a bad day, I still am, I guess. I think I know what you're going through. Everything changes, but nothing is new. And I know that I'm miserable. Can't you see? I just want you to be just like me. Boys grow up to be grown men, and then men change back into boys again. You're starting up and I'm winding down. Ain't it big enough for us both in this town? Say it's big enough for us both in this town. When I was your age, I thought I hated my dad, and that the feeling was a mutual one that we had. We fought each other day and night. I was always wrong, he was always right. But he had the power and he needed to win. His life half over, mine about to begin. I'm not sure about that Oedipal stuff, but when we were together it was always rough. Now hate is a strong word, I wanna backtrack. The bigger the front, then the bigger the back. The bigger the front, then the bigger the back. Now you and me are me and you, and it's a different ball game, though not brand new. I don't know what all of this fighting is for, but we're having us a teenage, middle-aged war. I don't want to die and you want to live. It takes a little bit of take and a whole lot of give. Never really ends, though each race is run. This thing between a father and a son. Maybe it's power and push and shove. Maybe it's hate, but probably it's love. Maybe it's hate, but probably it's love.
Been an awful lot of songs written about the young male rites of passage. I decided it was high time there was one written about the young female rites of passage. A little word of explanation. The song is called The Night the Chinese Restaurant Burned Down. I think that you have similar history here, but in Canada, the railroad was built by the Chinese, and as a result, every small town in Canada has a Chinese restaurant. It's the only place that's open after 10 o'clock at night, and when that goes, folks, there's not much left. One other little word of explanation. I use the word cenotaph. That's a war memorial. It's called The Night the Chinese Restaurant Burned Down. finished with school that summer, holding down part-time jobs at the Five and Dime, singing with a band at the Legion Hall on weekends, doing those standards and dreaming about the big time. You could hear the girls coming home from the canning factory, laughing and talking about their wedding gowns. And the radio was playing Canadian Sunset the night the Chinese restaurant burned down. Heard a sound like a shot about 6 o'clock that evening, as the first of the bottles in the cans began to explode. The new fire truck pulled up with the siren wailing, and half-dressed volunteers hooked up the hose. People said they hadn't seen a crowd like that since the end of World War II. All the regulars from the Rex Hotel came down, standing around like they had no homes to go to the night the Chinese restaurant burned down. And Maggie and me, we were sitting on the steps of the Cenotaph together. We looked at each other as if we'd been given a sign. Oh, the crowd was breaking up as the steam was rising from the dying embers in the heart of a dying town. And Maggie and me caught the last Greyhound at midnight, the night the Chinese restaurant burned down. On the steps of the Cenotaph together, we looked at each other as if we'd been given a sign. Oh, the crowd was breaking up as the steam was rising from the dying embers in the heart of a dying town. And Maggie and me caught the last Greyhound at midnight, the night the Chinese restaurant burned down. It was so long ago, so far away, though it seems like yesterday, like any summer night in any other little town. And the radio was playing Canadian Sunset the night the Chinese restaurant burned down.
This is one of the first songs I ever wrote many moons ago. I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care. it's peace you find in dying, well then let the time be near. If it's peace you find in dying, when dying time is here, just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there when I die. And when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in a world to carry on. My troubles are many, they're as deep as a well. Swear there ain't no heaven, I pray there ain't no hell. Swear there ain't no heaven, I pray there ain't no hell. But I'm never know by living, only my dying will tell. When I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in a world to carry on. Give me my freedom for as long as I be. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. And when I die, when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in a world to carry on. There'll be one child born in a world to carry on. Thank you.
Early in the morning on a farm far from the main road, up before anyone else. Well, I think I'll go for a walk out in the woods, not sure just where. Might go see if TC's there. And the dew had not yet left the yard. Diamonds in the grass, a wealthy girl I are. So I'll call my good friends. Here, Booger! Here, Rex! Here they come. We go out in the woods, way across the fields, and the birds sing it's morning and spring. Ah, ooh, ooh. And a hippo cloud passes overhead, followed by a cat cloud with a ball of yarn in his paws. And around the final bend, I see a trailer sitting there. Miss Gibson, is TC here? Well, he's out back, honey. TC is a memory. TC. In TC's younger days, he played many a bar house and roadhouse all across the South. And he planted plenty of gardens. And he built some houses that people live in now. TC fought in some wars, did plenty of chores, raised kids, raised pigeons. In his tool shed that he's built out back, he got a homemade heater and his Frigidaire full of root beer. And his pool table sitting there. And his friends are these animals that come around, and he feeds them at twilight. TC's got many a story to tell with a dancing light in his eye. He plays the ukulele. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, TC. CC do with a million dreams? Put 'em in a box, lock 'em up tight, mark 'em unimportant things. TC is a memory. TC.
Victoria Williams there, along with Tammy Rogers on fiddle and John Kessler on bass, preceded by the late Laura Nero. Before Laura, Canadian Music Hall of Fame member Sylvia Tyson and her band, and the set started with Loudon Wainwright III singing A Father and a Son. Loudon has been particularly active over the past few years. He wrote and published Liner Notes, a very candid and critically praised autobiography, as well as a one-man off-Broadway show, Surviving Twin, produced by Judd Apatow and directed by Christopher Guest. It was made into a Netflix special. Remember, if you miss part of Mountain Stage or you just want to hear something again, you can always visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast will include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, as well as our complete finale song. Do us a favor and take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is you listen. Piedmont blues is a style identified with the Piedmont country on the eastern side of the Appalachians from Virginia to Georgia. Because of its back-and-forth fingerstyle guitar, it's more akin to ragtime than to Delta blues. Blind Blake, Reverend Gary Davis, and Sonny Terry and Bryony McGee are some of the best-known performers in the style. In 1990, we welcomed a couple of its more recent practitioners, John Jackson and the duo of John Cephas and harmonica Phil Wiggins. First up, Cephas and Wiggins.
To take my Mamie astray. Curbstone is my pillow, cold sheet is my bed. Hey, hey, cold sheet is my bed. I ain't got my little mammy for to hold my worried head. I woke up this morning, my bedclothes was wet with tears. Yeah, I woke up this morning, bedclothes wet with tears. I would give $1,000 if I could find out where my Mamie is. Oh, Mamie, oh, Mamie, oh, Mamie, oh, Mamie. Lord, I wonder where my Mamie is. I would give $1,000 if I could find out where my Mamie is. I thought that I heard Mamie call my name. Lord, I thought I heard that woman call my name. She didn't call it loud, she called it oh so nice and plain. When it's darkness on the delta, there's a time my heart is light. When it's darkness on the delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. I said when it's darkness on the delta, time my heart is light. When there's darkness on a delta, let me linger in the shelter of the night. Lounging on a levee, listening to the night and day. Way up above, lounging on the levee, no one's heart is heavy, 'cause all of God's children got someone to love. When it's dark on the delta, that's the time my heart is light. When it's darkness on a delta, you let me linger in the shelter of the night. lounging on a levee, listening to the nightingale. Way up above, lounging on a levee, no one's heart is heavy, 'cause all of God's children got someone to love. Queen of Darkness on a delta, there's a time my heart is light. Lord, I'm lucky that I found you where that muddy Mississippi waters flow.
I'm going back downtown, Lord, I can have my fun. I'm going back downtown, Lord, I can have my fun. They told me downtown, they're down to here come. Let evening sun go down. Let evening sun go down. God make me feel like all my legs go round. Say, Mississippi River, so deep and so wide. Say, Mississippi River, so deep and so wide. I see my pretty mama stand on the other side. I'm going back downtown, Lord, I can have my fun. I'm going back downtown, Lord, I can have my fun. They told me downtown, they're down to here come. Say, Mississippi River, so deep and so wide. Say, Mississippi River, so deep and so wide. I see my pretty mama standing on the other side. Mississippi River, huh?
That was John Jackson with Mississippi Delta Blues, played Piedmont style. And before Mr. Jackson, John Cephas and harmonica Phil Wiggins with Mamie and When It's Darkness on the Delta. Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, zip lining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com. We hope you'll take a look at our website when you get a chance. It's mountainstage.org. You can find links there to our podcasts, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. Of course, someday, when we're able to produce shows again and when you're able to travel again, we hope that you will come to one of our live shows. You can find out when that's going to be and where it's going to be and get your tickets at mountainstage.org. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you're listening while practicing social distancing. Be careful, stay healthy, and join us next week when we'll be rebroadcasting one of our favorite shows from the past decade that listeners have helped us choose. This is Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. You're listening to Mountain Stage from NPR. Leon Redbone was a man of mystery, a musical anachronism who seemed to have walked off a vaudeville stage into the late 20th century. Only after his passing last year did we find out that he was of Armenian heritage, born in Cyprus and raised in Canada. One of his most important champions was Bob Dylan, who heard him early on and said that if he had a record company, Leon would be one of the first artists that he signed. Here with Ghosts of the St. Louis Blues, My Good Gal Gone, and Diddy Wah Diddy, Leon Redbone.
Like a fiend that keeps haunting me all night long. It rambles on through my brain till I'm never insane. It's the most peculiar tune, like some old color mammy's croon. I can't seem to leave behind that haunting refrain. It's the ghost of the St. Louis Blues. Oh, that follows me round like a thief in the dark. Hark, hear it now. It's the ghost of the St. Louis Blues. Oh, that haunting strain, just like a piece of bad news. When midnight shadows creep, hear the ghostly music moan. telephone, sob and groan. I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down. Oh, that gal I love, she done left this town to the tune that I never can lose. Oh, it's everywhere, the ghost of the St. Louis blues. Oh, Lord. Good evening, good evening. Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Well, I'm starting this tune.
What do you mean you're starting a tune? I haven't started it yet.
Oh.
What's the idea? You play that thing?
Well, yeah, I play this thing.
Well, where have you played it?
I have played this on everywhere.
Everywhere?
No, you're thinking that old war song, Over There.
That's what I said, over there. Over there. Well, where have you played this thing? Have you played it anywhere
Well, yeah.
that I know?
Well, I played it in Peoria.
Peoria.
And Upper Sandusky,
Uh-huh.
Europe, and Rome.
Rome. Oh, you played that thing in Rome? You must have played in some big shows.
Well, I hope to tell you I played in some big shows.
Mm-hmm.
I played this horn in the Metropolitan Opera Company.
No.
I was the head man in that show.
The head man in that show. Well, what does the head man do? Did you carry the trunks?
No, I didn't carry the trunks. I was the head man in that show. I was way ahead of everybody.
Yeah. I bet you were so far ahead you weren't in that show. Will you wait until I start playing, please? I'll let you know when. Yeah, you get everything I got. Yeah, you get everything I got. We've knocked down windows, tearing up walls, trying to get even with the girl I know. Oh, you get anything I got. You knock me down, I will soon break up again. And I soon break up again. We've knocked down windows, tearing up walls, trying to get even with the girl I know. Knock me down, I will soon break up again. Go see my girl, what she got? Tell her what you got. Yeah, you get everything I Thank you. And if you wouldn't mind now, please getting a little closer together. And for all of you out there in radio land, please come close to the radio. I'd like to take a picture. Easy now. Thank you. Yes, you can sit down now. Thank you. We'll take a look at this a little later on. And I will be passing it around, so if you wouldn't mind signing it for me, I'd appreciate it. But the plain truth of the matter is I haven't been feeling well lately.
Hey, did you go to that doctor I told you about?
Oh, yes, I did. You know what that man told me to do?
Oh, what did he tell you to do?
He told me to take a milk bath.
Well, did you take one?
Yes, I took one, but it didn't do me a bit of good.
Didn't do you a bit of good?
No, not even a little bit.
Well, was it pasteurized?
Oh, behave yourself. It only came up to here. How about that other man you sent me to? You told me he was a specialist. That man, you know, he knew just exactly what I had going in and coming out.
Knew what you had going in and coming...
That's what I said.
What do you have coming out?
I didn't have a thing coming out. Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
What did you have going in?
I had $52. Ooh. Oh, my. But that's why I haven't been feeling well lately. And there's another reason, too. Well, I'll tell you. Well, my good gal's gone. Don't know why she went away. Well, my good gal's gone. Don't know why she went away. All I know, she's gone. She didn't have a word to say. Oh, Lord. When she left me, I just sat down and cried. When she left me, I just sat down and cried. I felt so blue and lonesome, I thought I'd commit suicide. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Well, do somehow agreed loving just like old Adam and Eve. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. song everybody knows. It's been around way over 100 years, so you've had plenty of time to learn it. But if you forgot the words, you can hum along. X! I went down south to see my gal, pow-wow doodle all day, short curly eyes and laughing hair, pow-wow doodle all day. Pretty well, pretty well, pretty well, my Pharaoh face. I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana, pow-wow doodle all day. This great shop sitting on a railroad track, pow-wow doodle all day. Picking the street with a carpet tag, pow-wow doodle all day. Pretty well, pretty well, pretty well, my Pharaoh face. I'm going to Louisiana for to see Miss Louisiana, pow-wow doodle all day. You shouldn't have. Did you forget the words to that one? Well, here's another tune. This is a special request from that wonderful contortionist and clarinet player. Everybody's favorite, a gentleman originally from Virginia, Wilton Crawley. Wants this one played this evening. Unfortunately, he's been dead for many years. We'd like to hear this one in F and B flat. Mr. Norton, Mr. Levinson, that's F and B flat. The people's key of B flat, I may add. Oh, my. Sparkling dress, the diamond brocade on her chest. She's a big-time woman from way out west. Automobile, a cozy home, but you always see her all alone. She's a big-time woman from way out west. Always she treats these she keeps them asking the same darn thing all over again. Every fella has a winning smile, but she treats them all just like a child. She's a big-time woman from way out west. That one now. Where's the one? shouldn't have. Oh, yes. You know, that reminds me of a tune. Used to be a favorite of Brother Bill's. Now, Brother Bill, you remember Brother Bill?
Yeah, I remember Brother Bill.
You know what happened to him, don't you?
What happened to Brother Bill?
Well, you know, he used to come into town every Friday night. He'd be riding a wildcat, had a rattlesnake for a whip, barbed wire for a necktie, and he'd go in the drugstore and he'd drink himself a dime's worth of carbolic acid. And then he'd wash it down with dynamite. And he'd holler, I'm a bad man.
Yeah. He was one of them bad boys, huh?
Oh, he was so bad.
How bad was he?
There were only two bad men in that town, and he was both of them. That's how bad he was. You know, he went right next door and he killed himself. 2 men dead.
2 men dead?
That's what I said. He didn't skip one.
Oh, well, what'd they do with him?
They put him in jail for 2 weeks. Now, this was a song
wait a minute. They put him in jail for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Boy, he sure was lucky.
Yeah, now this is, what?
I said he sure was lucky.
Yes, he was lucky for 2 weeks, then they took him out and hung him.
Ooh.
But this is a tune that he loved the most. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This one. Let me see if I can imitate a little. Like that, he used to come into town. There's a great big mystery, and it sure is worrying me. What did it? How did it? What did it? Will somebody tell what did it me? Had a little girl about 4 foot 4. Give me some more. Oh, did it? What did it? How did it? What did it? Will somebody tell what did it me? Come on, did better. Yeah, will somebody tell what did it me? Did it what? Show is free. Did it? What did it? I did it. What did it? With some time, what did it me? Did I got from out of church? Talk about did it? What did it to my show? Did it? What did it? Ah, with some time, what did it me? Yeah.
Leon Redbone, along with Ralph Norton on cornet and Dan Levison on clarinet. This was his first appearance on Mountain Stage. He came on 6 times in all, and to use a phrase that is overused but absolutely accurate in this case, he was one of a kind. About 15% of Mountain Stage guests have been from outside the United States. They've come from as close as Canada and Mexico to as far as Europe, Africa, and Australia. Christy Moore is one of the deans of Irish folk singers. He opens this set, and he's followed by one of Europe's most beautiful voices, Hungary's Marta Sebastian, and a member of her band Múzikás.
This is a song just called Natives. For all of our languages, we can't communicate. For all of our native tongues, we're all natives here. Sons of their fathers dream the same dream. The sound of forbidden words becomes a scream. Voices in anger, victims of history, plundered and set aside, grown fat and swallowed pride, with promises of paradise and gifts of beads and knives. Missionaries and pioneers are soldiers in the skies, saviors and conquerors, they make us wait. The fishers of men, they wave their truth like bait, with the touch of a stranger's hand. Innocence turns to shame. The spirit that dwelt within now sleeps out in the rain. For all of our languages, we can't communicate. For all of our native tongues, we're all natives here. The scars of the past are slow to disappear. The cries of the dead are always in our ears. Only the very safe can talk about wrong and right, of those who were forced to choose. Some will choose to fight. For all of our languages, we can't communicate.
Thank you very much. Going to show different instruments now in the second half. The first tune we are going to play is a very sad love song, another sad love song. I don't know why all the love songs are very sad in Hungary. And the arrangement was made by Peter, who is sitting next to me, and he's going to play his bouzouki, and I'm playing my tin whistle, which is British made, but the tune is very Hungarian.
Thank you very much.
Marta Sebastian on Mountain Stage in 1990 with her band Musikash, preceded by Irishman Christy Moore. Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, zip lining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com. Alan Toussaint performed on Mountain Stage the first time in 1990 and left an indelible mark as one of our most brilliant guests. His accomplishments as a songwriter, producer, musician, and arranger are too long to list. He wrote hits for artists in several decades, including Mother-in-Law, Working in a Coal Mine, Fortune Teller, Yes We Can, and Southern Nights. He produced Dr. John's classic, Right Place, Wrong Time, and he arranged the horns for the bands Rock of Ages and Last Waltz. He starts this set with What Do You Want the Girl to Do? Then the Mountain Stage Band joins him for Play Something Sweet, and he finishes with Freedom for the Stallion. Here's Alan Toussaint.
So you think the woman's crazy? 'Cause she eat up your lies like it's good to eat up your lies like apple pie. And she don't even cry. But she's not a fool. She's only trying to do what her heart says to love you. And as you take to the wind again, she breaks. And as she breaks down within, she waits for you patiently, hoping that someday you'll see that all she really wants to be is yours and yours alone eternally. What do you want the girl to do? Don't you see you're breaking the girl in two? What do you want the girl to do? When all she really wants is you. She knows what you are. Still she'll be your queen if you let her. If you let her. Now and then you promise all the way out things you're going to get her. Say, but she knows better. And as she watch you come and go for your show, as she watch your promises zero, she waits for you patiently, hoping that someday you'll see that all she really wants to be is yours and yours alone eternally. What do you want the girl to do? Don't you see you're breaking the girl in two? What do you want the girl to do? When all she really wants is you. What do you want the girl to do?
Thank you very much. And with the band.
Well, I tried to run my game. She said, man, that's the same old thing I've heard before. And I'm too tired to go by your show again and again. And she started to explain. She said, man, I ain't saying what you're playing. Just can't make it. But I just can't take it anymore. Play something sweet, play something mellow, play something I can sink my teeth in like jello. Play something I can understand, play me some Brickyard Blues. Play something sweet, now make it funky. Just make me lay back and grin like a monkey. Play something I can understand, play me some Brickyard Blues. Well, I started to sweat. She said, don't get upset, 'cause you just might break a string, and that won't don't you know? So I said to myself, I said, self, do you see what is sailing through my soul? And I got to have some more, don't you know? Play something sweet, play something mellow, play something I can sink my teeth in like jello. Play something I can understand, play me some Brickyard Blues. Play something sweet, now make it funky, just make me lay back and grin like a monkey. Play something I can understand, play me some Brickyard Blues. Well, 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 it's enough to make a light in the dark. It's enough to make a bite, just a bark. It's enough to make a body move around. It's enough to make a bulldog hug around. Play something sweet, play something mellow, play something I can sink my teeth in like jello. Play something I can understand, play me some Brickyard Blues. Play something sweet, now make it funky, just make me lay back and grin like a monkey. Play something I can understand, play me some Brickyard Blues. Well, thank you, West Virginia. Thank you very much. Freedom for the stallion, freedom for the mare and her coat, freedom for the baby child who has not grown old enough to vote. Lord have mercy, what you gonna do about the people who are praying to you? When I look inside my mind, searching for the truth I find, oh Lord, you got to help us find a way. Big ships are sailing, slaves all chained and bound, heading for a brand new land that some dude said he just up and found. Lord have mercy, how you gonna be with little people like John and me? Men making laws, keeping other men out, ignore him if he whisper and kill him if he shout. Oh Lord, you got to help us find a way. Big bell a ringing, everybody's gonna be free. Even the simple people like John and me. The Lord have mercy, what you gonna do? When will the dream come true? When I look inside my mind, searching for the truth I find, oh Lord, you got to help us. Oh Lord, you got to help us. Oh Lord, you got to help us find a way.
Thank you.
The late Alan Toussaint, one of the greatest talents to come out of the Great Music Center, New Orleans. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All of these links are at our website, mountainstage.org. This last set of our dip into the Mountain Stage 1990s archives features the Holmes Brothers and Ray Wylie Hubbard. Both have been frequent guests over the past 30 years because of their spirit and their contagious love of American roots music. Wendell Holmes and Popsy Dixon are gone now, but Sherman Holmes continues to sing the mix of rhythm and blues, rock, and gospel that the brothers played. Ray Wylie is one of the blessed few performers who is just now peaking in popularity in his 70s and has been acknowledged as a mentor by megastars like Eric Church. I've known Ray for over 50 years, and it couldn't happen to a more deserving guy. He sings the classic Long Black Veil, joined by Terry Ware on guitar, the Mountain Stage Band, and if you listen, you can make out Tracy Nelson sing in harmony. Thanks for listening to this special edition of Mountain Stage. I hope you'll be with us again next week. During this difficult time when we aren't able to produce new shows, we'll be airing rebroadcasts that you helped us choose. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasily Askouras. Assistant producer is John Ingram. Production managers Paul Flaherty were engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Please be careful, stay safe, and listen to as much music as you can. It unites, inspires, and heals us. You've been listening to a special edition of Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia.
Can you hear
that dog. Good God.
This is the best song that's ever written, I think. It's sung by Lefty Frizzell, that's the way I learned it. Well, it's 10 years ago. It's on a cold, dark night. Someone was killed beneath the town hall light. And there were few at the scene, but they all did agree that the man who ran, he looked a lot like me. Well, the judge said, son, what's your alibi? If you were somewhere else, you won't have to die. But I spoke not a word, though it meant my life. I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, no, no, nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Well, the scaffold was high, eternity was near, but she stood in the crack. She shed not a tear. Sometimes at night, when the cold winds moan in a long black veil, was she cried overblown. She walks these hills in a long black veil.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.